mic on.
All right. Still green.
Still green. We got both.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
Well, we're hanging out.
Doing something we haven't done for a while.
Yeah, we got an after hours happening here. So I hope you're tuning in. You know, we're just going to talk till the camera dies. That's kind of the deal we always do on these after hours.
Looks like we got about half a battery, so we've got about half hour, 45 minutes.
All right, well.
And we're going to enjoy some peach today.
That's the deal. So we've done the Crown Royal. If you've watched our videos.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. You know. We've talked about this before. You know, Pete drives, and I'm working all the time, and it is what it is. So we don't get to jive a lot. And, you know, there's a lot of pressure on making a lot of these videos. So we're kind of doing something different, which is what we're going to talk about here. So pay attention. I mean, this after hours, we got some info for you.
Yeah.
But let's skip that for the quick minute, and let's get into this deal. Because we've done a lot of the Crown Royal, and we've liked the Crown Royal. This is the peach.
Peach.
And we haven't done this guy yet. So here's what we're doing tonight.
One of my favorites.
Oh, you've had this?
I've had it before.
Okay, I've not had this.
Really?
No.
It's good.
No.
It's good.
Oh, hey, look at that bag. Now,
It's orange.
bag collectors. Again,
Orange.
we got a bag collector around here.
Do you say orange or do you say orange? Or orange?
Shit, I don't know.
Some people say orange.
Orange? Orange? I don't know what that
Wash.
is. I don't know.
I'm going to go wash the dishes. Wash the clothes. Get off the roof or the roof.
You know what? Here's what's funny. You say that, and you know what? Immediately a memory came to my mind. My grandmother. I lived with my grandparents. I didn't live with my parents. I lived with my grandparents. And my grandma would say gooms instead of gums. She's talking about her teeth, you know?
Gooms.
Yeah. She would say gooms. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's what she would say.
Goomer pile.
And I was saying something about it one day. And my grandpa's like, Danny, shut the hell up. People say what they say, boy. Don't worry about it.
I love listening to the old timers because they say some weird shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They do.
And my grandpa was just like, bang! Mind your manners, boy. You know? And it's like, shit, I'm sorry, Grandpa.
No.
Yeah, sure. Words are words. Okay, there she is.
These glasses are kind of special because they came to us in kind of an interesting fashion.
Well, so turns out Pete's a thief.
Well, okay, no. No. But when I pay for a meal...
Yeah, that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
When I get crappy service, I'm going to take part of the meal with me and just have to be the glasses.
Pete isn't the one that did it. It doesn't matter. Reality is, now we got some cups.
How could you... I mean, this thing is like 12 pounds.
That's heavy duty.
That's like 12 pounds.
Well, tell you what. I don't even know how to begin to measure this out at this point, because these are very different.
I guess we're going to drink it all anyway, so what the fuck?
Probably. This is what tends to happen, huh?
Yeah, if not more than one.
I tell you
that
what.
one night we drank like 3 of them.
Jesus. We can't do that. We got places to be tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, we do.
We got some things to get done.
And that's part of why we're doing this today.
Yeah, we got some different things coming up in our lives.
It smells good, though.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got happening. No, I've not had the peach. Oh, it does smell like peach, actually, huh?
It's very peachy.
It's got a very good smell.
Pun intended.
Well, yeah.
Peachy. Like it?
That's pretty smooth.
It is. Speaking of smoothness,
Let me try one more then.
I was watching some reviews on that golden apple.
I like that. Yeah.
And they were saying how terrible it was and not worth the money.
Oh, really?
For that bottle. They were rating it lower than the original apple.
What are they recommending? Because I thought that was out of the park.
Well, that's what I thought too, as far as smoothness goes. It was ridiculously smooth.
Okay, if you're out there watching right now, if you're a liquor fan, what's your liquor? What is your liquor that you would say a guy has just got to have? I've had the Johnny Walkers, the whole lineup, every color of the Johnny Walkers. I've had them. Whatever. They get the job done. I don't know. I think there's a point where you're paying more money than what it's worth.
Bag collector.
I thought.
Hey.
Where are you creeping?
You don't have to come on camera, but just come to the
Get
door.
in here.
I want to give you something.
We have a guest star. Probably not.
A ghost.
There you go. Look at this.
I am gifting you my sack.
You ain't got that one.
Nope, don't have this one.
That's the misses are on here.
Hi.
Enjoy it.
Don't fondle my sack. That means a lot to me. I've carried it with me everywhere I go. Been with me since a kid.
I'll let Dan tell you what we're doing with the bags later off camera.
I can only imagine.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, now I have to tell you. And I will, but I suppose it's going to have to be off camera. Fuck you. You're a dumbass. Get out of here.
Why am I doing this? You guys have been giving me a hard
Are you making a big sack out of sacks? It's not a no.
Get the hell out of here. Go to bed. Get out of here.
That shirt you're wearing is getting to your head. Anyways.
Well, before we continue, I do want to say something. Before we continue, you know what? We had a guest star on the camera. Now, we are trying to get our guest star that was just here. She's working on a little song. She's big into puzzles, some different things. She's
a kid at heart.
Yes, and working on doing a channel, doing some puzzles, some Legos, some different things.
This thing's cool as hell.
Yeah, and we're really big in support of it. And she just knocked this guy out the other day.
Look at that little pot. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, isn't that? Oh, fucking shit! That just
dropping soil.
I didn't do it. So, something we've been in big support of and trying to get her to do a little something. She's got a whole big puzzle table over here and some different things. And what do you guys think? Would any of you out there watch a channel, like putting some puzzles or maybe some Lego sets together and
listen to some commentary?
Yeah. What do you think about that? I mean,
What should the commentary be about?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, who cares what the commentary is about?
What would they?
Oh yeah, what would you want to hear if you were gonna watch?
Well,
something?
yeah, I mean,
like just her making up a story, or
well, yeah, that's what's interesting. I mean, if she's sitting here making up a story or just repeating a story, or maybe it's like a current event. I just saw this on the news today. Let's talk about this. Or I just heard this story. Let's talk about this.
or TikTok videos you watch.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, what kind of... help us kind of figure that out. Help us kind of get a direction situated. Would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. I mean, for sure. I think it's a great idea. There's a lot of people out there that are into puzzles, that are into Legos, that are into them kind of things.
I put Legos together.
They're soothing. It's soothing. It can be very soothing. You know what? It's time consuming, and you can kind of just tune out from the rest of the world, and it's a peaceful experience. It really can be.
Oh yeah.
That's the first one I ever did.
Yeah. So,
addicting,
and I
isn't it?
broke it, and I'm sorry. I fucked it up. I broke your damn Lego. I picked it up, shit all fell apart. It's probably someone else's fault. It's probably not my fault. They're laying there. There's two little pieces laying there. I
think
don't
it
know
just
where
fell
they
out of
came
the
from.
pot.
Oh yeah, they have you put the extra pieces in the pot.
Oh, well, that's the
What's
deal.
the dirt? It's the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, there you go. So that's the missus is trying to do that. So just kind of trying to get a little commentary if you have any available. Well, you know, if any of you are interested in that type of content, you know what? You could be sitting back watching a puzzle be put together for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. What kind of commentary would you like to listen to during that process? You know what? Field some comments, whatever. You know, yeah. But I think also a lot of the reason...
You might see some guest stars on there from time to time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why not? You know, for sure. I'm a puzzle master, by the way. Never put a puzzle together in my life. Well, I think I did once, and then I hit it with that, what do you call that crap? Let's say that glue shit.
Yeah.
And then I put it on my mom's wall, and I'm like, Mom, you have to keep my puzzle forever. And then I never did another puzzle, and I was like, 9 or something.
That's
whatever.
all right. That's fine.
I mean, that's, that's how it is. But so we got some shit happening.
We do.
Pete is actually planning on dying in the next 2 weeks.
I am.
And it's a planned deal.
Been planning on it for a while.
So, yeah.
It's going to happen.
So, the channel's going to change. And so we've kind of mentioned this in a few videos. There's going to be kind of some radical changes in the videos. Pete's going to be in spirit form.
I am. You guys remember before this was up,
Yeah.
you see faces in the window.
That has happened. I don't know.
It's going to be me. Because I ate that cotton candy over there.
Yes. I tell you what, we got to check that out here in a minute. But for real, we do have some things going on. So we've kind of changed up things a little bit. Now, we've been posting Monday through Friday now.
We're trying to get on a schedule-ish.
And it's helping us out.
We tried every day, and it was...
So me and Pete do things. We each play our own part. Pete's doing the filming. He's doing the uploading. Things like that. And then I take care of like the thumbnails and the descriptions, hashtags, things like that. We kind of each play our own role. Our schedules aren't the same. It makes it difficult. I've been getting jammed up on getting the thumbnails up in time.
Well, we really got one full day together.
That's the thing.
A week.
That's
one
it.
day.
That's it.
And
that day is taxed a lot of the time because we have family obligations and other things. So, you know what? While we have one day that we can actually hang out,
and
maybe half of that day is one of us spending half of that day with our family. So, unfortunately, we don't. It makes it hard.
And let me tell you, you watch these videos and you're like, oh, he's eating cat food today. He took one bite.
I could do like that peach. That's not bad.
Well, we also filmed 10 other videos that day, too. Back to back to back to back. And that gets to be a lot. I mean, last week we did that. I think we filmed 12.
And I started getting sick. You know what? I think we both did. It was just like, oh, my God. You don't understand. It's, I had 3 bites of this food. I had 3 bites of this food. I had 3 bites of this food. And you're hungry when you go into it. And it's not even a lot of food. I mean, you would eat more food sitting down and eating a meal, but all of a sudden you're getting all these different things. And some of them you like, and some of them make you want to throw up. And it's actually a lot more difficult than you would think. It really is.
And honestly, I noticed this just the last week when we did all those in a row. Mm-hmm. And I need to apologize. I think the quality wasn't the best.
I thought I started tanking. I thought, you know what, all of a sudden our videos started getting shorter.
Yep.
And I was just like, fuck, I'm done, dude. I mean, seriously, I'm sorry, but that's how I started to feel. And I noticed it too.
Yep.
All of a sudden we were doing like 12-minute videos, 10-minute videos, 8-minute videos, 6-minute videos. And those 6-minute videos to me were like...
It was tough getting
through. My God, let's just fucking be done.
It was tough.
It was hard to get through it.
And then after we did all them, then I had to go downstairs and edit them. And it took me just as long to edit them as it did to film them.
Well, then shit, I had to get up and I had to get to work, and then it just becomes a whole deal because...
And don't get us wrong, we're not making excuses.
No, it's just, we're new to this. We've been doing this for...
4 months, I think.
Yeah. So we're new to it. We're feeling it out. We're kind of getting into our groove. It's going to take, you know what? I think it takes anyone time to get into a groove.
I really think the Monday through Friday.
No, we're not giving up. Don't misinterpret that deal at all.
No.
We're just kind of trying to reformat a little bit, trying to get our schedule to work out a little better. I think what we did this last week worked out really well. I think it was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough doing all those videos, but now I've got videos and thumbnails and crap cranked out and descriptions and everything that are going to post. Everything is scheduled.
Yep.
For the next
15
almost
days.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks, yeah. Two and a half weeks.
Which is great. Because that means I get to go to work and I get to live life and I get to just, okay, I'm okay. And then when we post videos now, it's like, you know what, I come home and food's in the oven. It's going to take 45 minutes, an hour for the food. Maybe I can sit down, I can crank out 2 thumbnails quick. Because there's nothing else going on, so it's not a big deal.
Right.
Suddenly I don't have the, I'm not feeling the pressure. It just makes it so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it easier to stay on top of it. I think it's just, we're just learning to get into a better format. So there's going to be some changes there, I think.
I think there's going to be some good changes. We got another camera, so we're going to do some close-ups.
That's going to be awesome.
I got some new editing techniques that I'm learning, so that should be. We're going to get some different music
and
on
we're
there.
going to be doing our thumbnails are going to be changing up a little bit because we got. Well, you must have just thrown that damn thing together while I was sleeping one day.
Yeah, I went over to the Home Depot quick and
grabbed some damn PVC and cranked her out, man.
Yep.
So
I
we got
it was like $12.
Right, that's the deal. So we got a deal here that Pete put together, and we get
like a back screen.
We just picked up a sheet today, and basically the thing is the background is white, and our thumbnails are kind of getting a little played out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we took 20 pictures each.
Right. And I realized something, which I didn't realize until I reviewed the photos. All of mine are this.
Yeah.
It's 20 angles of me going. So, we're trying to kind of do a little something different.
Well, I think think
it'll be good.
Yeah. We've been doing this for about 4 months, and we've got a plan, and we're going to call this first part like season 1, our learning period. We're going to take a little break, but you guys won't know because we've got all
No,
these...
because we're banking them. We're banking videos right now here.
Just so we can do this, and I don't know if you want to explain what we're going to do, or if you
Well,
want me to, or...
Yeah, there's a reason.
It's something kind of radical.
So we've both done this before. I've mentioned this in videos in the past. I used to be a professional athlete. I have done a lot of radical shit nutritional-wise. There's a lot of things going on there with me. And I will, because I do want to tie this into this, and then I want to dump it to Pete. I have been struggling for a long time with this. And I've made that very clear on a lot of the after hours if you watched it. I really, at one point in time, I retired. I was at 134 pounds 100% of the time at 2% body fat, and I lived that way for almost 10 years. And it was hard. It was very hard. And I retired. And things went a different way. And you know what? I lost what I had, I guess, in a way. And I picked up something else to replace it. And it was a mistake. But that's what it is. And I realize that. So I am very interested in this. I mentioned before about the TikTok. We have mentioned this about because I do have a TikTok I am active on. And I do post some videos on there from time to time. I am going to start doing a daily update on my TikTok. So I am going to post that in the video comment on this video.
Good.
I am going to do that. I'm going to hold myself accountable because I need that accountability piece, I think.
You guys help too.
Seriously. I am going to post that on there. I mean, we're going to be doing a fast. I've done fasts before. They're amazing for your health. They're hard for the first couple days, but you know what? You get through it. It is where it is, and it changes your perspective on food. It enhances your flavor.
Oh, big time.
And
big time.
I mean, I'll kick it to you, Pete. I mean, you know, you can talk about that because you've done it. You've done the big fast, and you can talk about what you've experienced.
I did a 30-day water fast.
Yeah.
Where all I did was drink water, and I took some vitamin supplements just to get the minerals and the vitamins I needed.
Right.
But other than that, I just drank spring water for 30 days straight. No food at all.
Yeah.
And it just, one day, I'm a truck driver, so I go, I do what they call the truck stop hop. I live from one truck stop to the next, to the next, to the next.
Sure.
And what do you do when you're at a truck stop? You buy food.
You got to.
You buy soda.
You get their cheap pizza, you get their burgers, you get their whatever, you get their soda pops or chips, man. I mean, you get their snacks.
I've been driving professionally for like 14 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I put on 100 pounds since I started driving because all you do is sit there.
You're sitting there in a chair and you're eating fucking food, man.
Yeah, if you're not smoking cigarettes, you're drinking something, you're eating something 24/7.
It's hard on a fucking person, and people don't realize how hard it is on an individual. It's not an easy job, and people don't get that.
No, they think I just sit there and hold a steering wheel. That's not quite.
No, that's not the deal. It is a hard job,
and
it does supply a lot of shit that people rely on.
Well, everything you bought today, unless you bought it from a farmer.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. But, I mean, there's a lot there, but
I just remember one day, and this was like 2 years ago. I did this. I was sitting there. I was sitting at a truck stop. I had just finished eating, I think, Wendy's. And I just felt absolutely like shit. Just groggy, just ugh.
Sure.
And it occurred to me, it's the food that I'm eating. I'm not stupid.
I know. You get the meat sweats, and it just starts weighing you down, man.
And I was instantly tired, and I was so sick of this.
Yep.
And I had watched some things on water fasting before, and it just...
And you just went for it.
It just... In my brain, I said, tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do.
And you just did it.
And I did it. And I tell you what, once you get it in your head, it was the easiest thing I ever did. After 3 days, the hunger pains were gone. And all I did was just, every time I was a little hungry, I slammed water.
I think here's what's so weird about our channel versus other channels. We're not just everyday dudes doing... We are everyday dudes.
But we have full-time jobs. We have lives.
We're doing things.
This is a hobby. This is fun for us. This isn't our job.
Right. We are just everyday dudes. And at the same time, we've had very different and radical food experiences in our lives. And that's what how many times have we talked about that in our videos? I've had some pretty radical food experiences in my life. I have a number of degrees. I actually went to school to, I'm a certified personal trainer. I went to school to actually work with kids on fitness nutrition, and I have a kinesiology degree. I mean, I am far more certified than you would realize.
So if you guys notice when we're doing the videos, he rattles off all the ingredients.
Yeah, and I really try to choke myself out because there's times I want to like look at a product and I want to go on for 3 hours about it.
What I'm trying to say is he's not full of shit. He knows what he's talking about.
No, I do know what I'm talking about, but I know that's not why we're here. But at the same time, it matters to me, and it might matter to you, so I kind of try to...
Well, it should matter to everybody.
I think it should. I think it's important.
And that's why I want to do this again, because I'm starting to feel like I did before.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of it, and I never felt so clear in my mind. I never had more energy. Mm-hmm. I was hydrated. I suffer from headaches a lot because
that's the deal. That's the deal, man. It's the dehydration. It'll kill you out.
Right.
It comes up out of nowhere. Well, so here's the thing too. At work, now I've mentioned this. Now y'all can laugh at me, do what you want to do. Yes, I have a kinesiology degree. It took me 4 years. I am a certified personal trainer. I am certified to train children. I have a fitness nutrition degree. I have a lot of degrees for a lot of things. I actually, in fact, I'm not going to sit here and name drop, but I worked with a lot of the Minnesota Wild hockey players. I tuned in their nutrition. I worked with them on a weekly basis. I have a history here of actually doing these things. I have multiple world records in martial arts. I have multiple world records in boxing. But you wouldn't know that looking at me now today. Things go the way that they go. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's time for that to change. I think you know what, and this is
Get busy living or get busy dying.
get busy living or get busy dying. And also, this is why I shared that movie with you. I'll watch this movie. I'm telling you, I love this movie. It's got Willie Nelson in there, redheaded stranger. And he said this, and this I don't know. In my mind, this meant something to me. He said you can only go so far until you have to go back the other way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where I'm at. I feel like, you know what? A lot of bad shit happened in my life. It sidetracked me. I got lost from the path a little bit. And I have to own my own accountability for that. I can't blame anybody else for that happening other than myself. It is what it is. But man, I think it's time to go back the other way. And I'm so tired and I'm so sick, and I think it's time to go back the other way.
There's a thing that you guys didn't see, and I'm not going to go into too many details about it, but the other day we were downstairs talking about some of this stuff, and you guys don't know, but I do a lot of shooting on the side, and I asked him, to save the little shooter bottles for targets.
Oh, yeah.
And
man, that screwed me up, man.
And then
screwed me up.
I was standing there talking to him about the alcohol, and I'm filling up these bottles one by one and I'm
I couldn't even believe. And that was like what, a week?
And it was half of what you had. You threw the half away.
I doubt it was even half, man.
But I was setting up next to him, and
I would imagine it was closer to a third. You had, and how many did you have? Like 50 or 60?
At least.
50 or 60 double shooters?
And I could just see his face.
And that was a week? And it was
drained.
just like...
His face was just drained. And I'm like,
I felt so bad. I felt so bad about myself.
But...
and that's where I'm just like, you know what? I've gone as far as I can go this way, I think.
But it's never too late. And the same with this.
It's time to go back the other way.
Yeah. It's time for a reset.
It is. It is. So that's the deal.
So we're not going to stop posting.
No, absolutely not.
We're going to take a 30-day break, but we got enough videos banked up. So season 1 will end, and then the next week, season 2 will begin, and we will look completely different.
Hopefully so.
And we'll feel better. This is not an option.
And the other thing is, well, you know how it is, because you've done it before, and I've done it before. It changes the way that you experience food.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The review is going to be more genuine because the flavor is going to be more accurate. I mean, I think it's not a bad thing at all.
No, and, I've told people, and before when I did it, they're like, oh, I couldn't go without eating for 8 hours. I'm like,
that's not a big deal.
Yeah, you can. And they're like, you're going to starve yourself to
You know
death.
what? 3 days sucks.
I'm like, seriously? You think I'm going to starve myself? I don't think so.
3 days sucks. Day 3 really sucks, but...
But it's all up here.
You get over it. Yeah, it's
all up here.
It's a state of existence. It's a state of existence that you're currently in, and you will be in a different state of existence tomorrow.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling any of you to do this.
No,
this is extreme.
No, it's radical.
But drastic times call for drastic measures. For us,
I think this is the right thing to do.
In our own situations, our own
I will tell you this. I'm going to state this. So, I've been apprehensive because I've had this happen to me before. I've done this before, multiple times. And one time I had, and maybe some of you viewers are aware of it, it's called a Herxheimer reaction. It's when you start dumping so many toxins so quickly that your body actually shuts completely down. And it could actually kill you. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, it could happen.
Yeah. But you could get hit by a bus tomorrow, too, so.
Yeah. So, my birthday is actually in 2 days.
Yeah, he's going to be 70, if you can believe it.
Well, I've tried.
Fucking Jackie. There we go.
Yeah, we're still here. We had to switch battery.
We had technical difficulties.
Technical difficulty, battery problems.
But anyways.
Anyway, Pete was in the middle of bitching about
everything.
He won the lottery, lost it all. He spent it all on boats and booze. Boats and hoes, man. He spent it on boats and hoes. I don't know if you can see my shirt.
This brand new fucking shirt.
You spent like $1,700 on that, didn't you? It's like Gucci or some shit.
I did. Gucci and...
That's out of control.
What's that other guy that's dead?
I don't know, but you spent money on him.
I don't know, that Italian dude.
Versace?
Yeah.
Yeah,
him.
So is he the dude?
He got fucked up.
I got to tell you. Now, when I first met you, I looked very different.
You did. He did.
I did. You wouldn't believe.
Do I look different? Probably not. I think I've been wearing shorts and a tank top for 20 years.
Funny fucking thing is, the first time I met you, I come walking in the door, and Susan's like, Pete, you got underwear on?
Probably.
And you're like, yep. And you stood up and you just had a pair of shorts or something on. And you were in your chair.
Was it here or was it at your house?
Yeah, it was here. And I'm like, okay.
Well, because whatever.
I don't give a shit. We've all been in locker rooms together, man. I mean, that's the deal.
We were doing a video earlier. Well, I was setting up for it. And I'm setting up the camera, and his dresser's right behind the camera. And he goes, Pete, well, I guess I'm coming in there nude. I'm like, well, just look the other way. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta be some shorts in here somewhere. He's just rooting around the dresser. I'm like, man, hurry up, please.
So, you those that don't understand, it probably sounds a little weird sometimes. Me and Susan are a couple. Pete is a good friend of ours. He's been a good friend of ours for a very long time. We've known him for years.
I'm just like mold. I just don't go away.
Yeah.
I'm just always there. And I stink.
So, sometimes some of the comments we make, especially on the after hours, might sound a little fucking funky, but...
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, Pete has been a very good friend of both of ours for a very long time. And,
fucking seems like forever, doesn't it?
It does at this point. We've known each other actually for a minute.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
Because we are... I mean, at least I think we are completely different people. I mean, we have some of the same thoughts. And I have a story.
It's so weird, man.
I have a serious story to tell you about that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's some things. Yeah. Well, there's some things we can't share.
I have come to it.
I just killed 3 people yesterday. I can't share it on here.
I've had a epiphany
okay.
about the guy sitting outside.
No, okay.
So, later.
Yeah, okay.
But...
Anyway, the point is, what I was trying to say is, maybe it seems a little weird sometimes, but, no, we've been friends actually for quite a while.
I would say...
It's been...
7, 8 years? 10 years?
Well, I've been with Susan now for 6, so it's been a solid 6 years, yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Time flies.
And you wouldn't think about that,
No.
But
there was a time when...
There's people you don't question. There's people it just works out and you just jive and it just, you know what? This person is a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that happens.
Well, and they moved away. Not going to say where, but for quite a while. And honestly, I don't think we were in touch that much for.
I don't think so. When we dipped out, well, it was not intentional. I mean, I just think it just sort of happened because life got away from us.
A couple texts here and there, but
yeah, I think life just kind of got away from us there on that one.
We just kind of went our own ways, and then one day here we are.
I mean,
don't get me wrong. We got our tiffs from now and then, but for the most part, it's
well,
not bad.
Pete, tends to be very difficult. He's a very difficult individual, actually. Hey, you know what you got to do, man? I was sitting on the shitter the other day.
It's a good place to do some thinking.
And I was doing some thinking. I was looking out the window, the fucking pigeons on that goddamn roof. Yeah. I'm like, you got that 357.
Yeah.
Why the fuck ain't you shooting them pigeons?
I used to.
With the 357?
No, with the pellet.
No, you got to get the 357 out there, and you got to shoot them pigeons.
He got mad. He got mad because they would roll off and they'd get caught in his gutter. And they would stink.
They wouldn't get caught in his gutter. You hit them with the 357, would they? There wouldn't be nothing left of them.
That's true, but I don't need the popo at my door.
Well, I'll go talk to him. Well, let's do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, let's go shoot some pigeons with that 357. Well, I'm just fucking with you. But I was sitting there thinking that. You know what I mean?
Trust me. I too. And he replaced that roof.
Those pigeons are a nightmare up there. And God, they're always all the time. It's like, fuck, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep.
He replaced the roof, and then the pigeons were gone for like a month.
God.
And then all of a sudden...
God, they're so loud, too. That's what's crazy. They wake me up all the time.
And they don't sit anywhere else except on his roof. And they just sit there fucking...
Oh, my God. And they wake me up. I'm always hearing that. It's like, shut up.
Maybe we should try a pigeon for our video.
You know what?
It could happen.
You know what? I got some of those chicharrones.
Freeze-dried pigeon.
Yeah, I got a whole car full of those fiery chicharrones. And I bet you that maybe they'd be into them. Maybe we could trade them some fiery chicharrones for some goddamn pigeons. What do you think?
Yeah. So
let's get her done.
Figure this one out. Okay. We've been talking about this water fast for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And it starts in 2 days.
Yeah. It's gonna be
and what happens today, he pulls up, opens
the
door, and he's carrying all this stuff. And he goes, it's going to take me 20 trips to carry that.
I'm like, I screwed up, man.
And I'm like, carry what in?
I'm like, I screwed up. You wouldn't believe how many people I fed today. So, real deal, I'll just tell the whole story. It don't matter. Screw it.
Hey, take advantage when you can.
I work across from a Dollar General. I do metal fabrication. I've said this before. It's a hard job. It's the real deal. Whatever. But right across is a Dollar General. And I saw they were throwing everything out. And I went over there because my lighter died. And so I went over there to buy a new lighter because I'm sitting there trying to smoke on my break and like my freaking lighter caved out on me. So I walked over, I bought a new lighter. Was that the same one? I don't even know.
No, this one says Metal Mind. That other one.
Okay, but it's similar.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have used these lighters before.
The Jeeps.
They're amazing.
That's where it's at.
It is. You don't get the little calluses on your thumb from flicking it 900 times a day.
No, and I was going to just go buy a cheap lighter, but for like 30 cents more. And I knew Pete was into the Jeeps. And it was like 30 cents more. I could just get a Jeep. So I'm like, fuck it. I only need to get a couple more smokes in. And then I'll just give it to him because I know I got like 70 lighters laying around here.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. It's out of control. So I figured, screw it. You know what? I'll just grab this Jeep. And then Pete's got a Jeep. You know, live life. And she's like, oh, our freezer's broke. And that was there in Dollar General.
And today's like the first warm day.
Oh, yeah, it is too. It's like 67 degrees out or something. And I went back out by the dumpster and there's cheesecakes. Like, you wouldn't even believe it.
He filled his car.
Oh, my Lord. breakfast food like you wouldn't believe.
Vegetables, frozen vegetables.
So many vegetables, man. I saw the vegetables. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna eat those.
And they were just throwing them away.
Because the freezer broke and they couldn't keep them.
Which, I mean, what are they supposed to do with them? But
they were still frozen. They were still frozen solid. They were brand new products. They just threw in.
Bird's eye. That's what they were. They were bird's eye.
Yeah, I mean, they were solid products. They were still good. They were still frozen solid. I mean, key lime pies, chocolate pies. We got some cheesecakes. We got
breakfast burritos.
I mean, out of control.
Jimmy Dean sausage.
You don't
stuff.
even know. And one of my coworkers come bopping out, and I'm like, dude, get over here. What are you doing? And he come bopping over. He pulled his pickup truck right up in. And he started fielding food. I mean, you know, it fed a lot of people. It fed a lot of people, actually. And I don't know what the hell my point was.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. It was a good story.
Yeah. I just told him, well, we're starting the water fast, and he brings home a whole car full of
Yeah.
food.
Like, that's a bad timing.
Well, at least it'll get frozen in the next 30 days.
But I will say, Susan now here, she's doing a different program.
She is, and she's doing good. She
is doing actually really good. I fully am in support of what she's got going on. So, you know, I've already said my fitness nutrition shit. I'm a huge fan of the high protein. I will say this, if I haven't said it, ideally, 1 gram of protein per 10 calories or less is where you want to be. If you can stick to that and simultaneously 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat. So let me tell you this, if you weigh 230 pounds, that's 230 grams of protein a day. That also means 2,300 calories and 230 grams of protein. Most of you will find that impossible.
Unless you're eating those fish chips.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not frickin' funny. But that's where you gotta be. That's what you want. That's your ideal goal. If you can maintain that shit, you're gonna be a rock star. No, she's got a program she's doing. She's super awesome at it. She's doing a very good job. Whatever. Got a lot of high protein shit there. And the reality is now she has a coworker actually who, I will say this, just got kicked out of the fucking foster system. He's 18, got kicked out of the foster system. He's homeless.
Needs some help.
He needs some help. He's trying to save up money to get a place. But you know how it is, man. You got to have first month's rent down. You got to have a deposit down. You got to have all this crap.
Yeah, you need like $5,000.
That's the deal.
Just to get in.
Just to get into an apartment.
If they'll even let you.
And he's trying. He's doing his thing. He's a good kid. He's doing what he needs to do. But he just got dumped on his ass. 18 years old. Turned 18. And they're like, fuck you.
Yep.
Kicked him out. That's a bad deal. So we've been feeding him. You know, I keep getting this stuff, and I keep, you know, I'm like, every day, I'm like, hey, do you need more food?
Yeah.
Well, let's kick this shit to him, because that's terrible.
It is.
It's a bad deal. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not in a position to give somebody a place to live. I'm not in a position to give someone $5,000 to set them up.
Right.
But, man, it sucks to go hungry.
Yeah, it does.
God, that's rough, man.
I've been there. I know
That's
what
rough,
like.
you know? So, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's nice to help when you can.
Well, that's the deal. So, you know what? And a lot of my coworkers, we work very hard. Small town.
Yeah.
And it's been a hard year. We manufacture snowplows. I think I've said that before. We had a crappy winter here. We didn't have a winter.
Right. 2 weeks. I mean, really?
So, we've been out of work, you know. People, you know what? They don't have money. They don't have food.
And I mean, food's just so outrageously priced nowadays. Anyways.
Oh yeah. So when I saw that, I just started cleaning that. I started cleaning it. The coworker come, he jumped in, he jumped right in the dumpster. We started throwing everything out. We started handing it to coworkers because everyone was bad off. I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know, that's the deal. Psh. And hopefully this kid too. You know, he'll be all right. I don't know. Whatever. Ain't nothing you can do.
Somebody helped me out a lot when I was younger. I mean, gave me the world when I had nothing. It taught me a lot. And I try my hardest to help. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm no saint by any means, but I know what it's like to be on the other end. So.
Oh, yeah. It's rough.
It is rough. And it seems like the harder you try, you know, the worse things get. It's like quicksand, you know. One thing goes wrong and then another. And then another and another.
Things spiral really quickly.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're in over your head.
And it's nice sometimes to just know. So this kid in particular that we're talking about here, he's living at a shelter. He doesn't have any means to cook food. They provide him a little bucket of food every day. It's not good, you know. It's just a couple different scoops of a couple different things. Pretty crappy, you know. Whatever, but it keeps him alive. But the kid is working. I mean, that's
trying.
That's the deal. He's showing up to work every day. Every single day, this kid is showing up to work.
It makes it a lot easier to help people that are trying to help
That's
themselves.
what I'm saying.
You know.
And so, like I told her, like we got all these chips, we got all these breakfast foods, you know, and they got a freezer at work. So it's like that freezer's loaded up with shit that I've found out of there for free.
Yeah, why not?
For him. So he can come in the morning and he can actually frickin' eat breakfast.
Right.
You know, he's got a solid meal every day. And then she's giving him bags of chips. So he's got some snacks and shit throughout the day. He's able to keep himself going.
He appreciates
I mean,
it.
he's trying. You know, that's the thing. It's not like he's just a loser on drugs, failing, dropping out in a ditch somewhere. He just got dumped in a bad situation. He's having a hard time. And I tell you what, hopefully, I hope, maybe I'm wrong, but I hope we're giving him the hand up that he needs.
Yeah, and I think
to be able to do what he needs to do to get on his own feet.
Once he gets in a better position, you know, he'll understand too, and he'll help others.
That's the deal, isn't it?
Yep.
That is the deal.
Because he knows, just like we all know, what it's like, what it was like.
Because I've been there.
Oh, I have too. Absolutely.
That's the thing. That's why I keep doing it. You know, I come in here today and I'm like, oh man, I fucked up. I got too much shit. But like I said, I gave everybody, you know what? Everything I brought in here today, I give so much more than that to everyone else.
And
I'm like, guys, get over here. Come on now. You know, I like all the people that I knew that were struggling, I was hitting them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got to get over here.
And this stuff won't go to waste here either.
No.
No,
even if we don't eat it, even, you know what? And this has actually been happening. Because that kid doesn't have a place to store anything. Like 3 days from now,
he'll be back.
3 things are going to come out of the freezer, and they're going to go to him. I mean, that's the deal. It's just going to keep happening.
Yep.
And I know there's a lot of people out there who will say this. If you feed them, they will come.
Or once you feed a stray, they don't leave.
But I'm telling you.
There are some people like that.
Yes, there are some people like that. But you know what? An 18-year-old kid straight out of the system who's trying to do something. They're putting their money together. They're saving up their money. They got a plan. They're trying to do something. And it's just, life fucking sucks. And it's hard and it's expensive. You know? And if you can throw them a bone, you know what? You're helping them get there a little quicker.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
No, not at all.
You know what? And I hope that once they get squared up, just like you were saying, you know what? They might throw a bone back to somebody else too in the future. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they will never be in the position to do it. It doesn't matter. The point is, I would hate to see someone starve out.
Yeah.
End of story. I would hate to see someone starve out. That's terrible. Mm-hmm. There's so much food everywhere.
Well, look how much they were going to throw away today.
But look how much we've thrown away because it tastes like shit.
Well, some of it did taste like shit.
Yeah, a lot of it did.
The cat food tasted like shit.
It did taste like shit.
That cheeseburger in a tube tasted
Right,
like
but
shit.
if you hadn't eaten for fucking 4 months, would you eat it?
Maybe.
Fuck yeah, probably.
Maybe.
I probably would. I mean, I'd keep myself alive.
If that was the only thing available
If
to
that
me,
was the deal,
then I guess, yeah.
that's the deal.
But I'd rather eat dirt.
Right.
I don't think there's much nutrition in dirt for humans.
Probably not. No, I think it's important to help out your fellow person. You know, I mean, you got a dude who's just struggling.
Yeah.
They're just struggling. I mean, that's not because they're bad. It's just because they're struggling. Because shit just goes haywire.
Yep, they're just, dealt a different hand in life than some of us.
That's the thing. You know, help them out, square them up.
I'm sure it wasn't his choice. He didn't want to.
No, I promise that.
System.
You know, you ever been that way? You know, you ever been in a bad situation
yeah.
and being like, oh, I'm glad I'm in this bad situation? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's never happened.
Well,
I'm glad this happened to me. Well, you know what? I gotta say this.
Well,
you know, we're a little older too. You know, we're a little different than an 18-year-old kid.
True.
You know that we're talking about here, but no, I hope in the best, and I kick
if
him.
you guys only knew.
Yeah, I kick him food all the time. Oh, I don't even know the kid. I've never even met him. I know the deal, and I'm always make sure that kid's fed.
Yeah.
Here, I pulled some shit out for him here, you know, make sure that kid is fed. Because that'd be terrible. Yeah, I know what it's like to be 18 and not have no damn food. When I was 18, I was eating out of dumpsters, man. Real deal. I was buying cans of tuna, and I was buying ramen with what little money I had, and then otherwise, we had a Super America. Mm-hmm. And I know they're gone now. Super America, I think, has been bought out. But they used to throw sandwiches and hot dogs and donuts and shit out in their dumpster.
Yep.
And so I'd hit it up every night. That was the deal. That's how I ate.
I used to go...
Real deal. I mean, real deal.
To some of those places, and I knew, like, my debit card was going to get declined.
Yeah.
But I would drink the pop right in front of them.
Right, fuck them. Because what are you going to do?
Take a bite out of the hot dog. I'm like, well, you want it back?
Yeah, you want to put it back on the shelf now?
And they're like, here, just
I've done that. I've done that.
Take it. It's $3.
Yeah, I've actually done that.
I have too, many times.
Yeah, I've done that. I got some stories on that. I got to tell you, it don't feel good, does it?
No.
To be that way, man.
No.
It feels, you know what, you feel just dirty, don't you? You know what? I got some stories on that, and I will tell you. Real deal, you don't feel good about having to do that.
No, you don't.
But you have to fucking stay alive, man. See, that's what I hope all of you listening understand that. God damn it, that does suck. Because I've been there too. Mm-hmm. It hurts.
It does. And they know. They're not stupid. They know. But what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be a dick. You know, see, that's the other thing. Like, I don't want to go in and, like, rob somebody.
Right, but...
I mean, I would if that was what I had to do to stay alive, but I hate to...
Hunger does
weird things. It just sucks, man.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Control food, control people. Control oil, control nations. That's what Kissinger said. He wasn't wrong.
No, not at all.
That's why we have food stamps. It keeps the masses appeased.
Uh-huh.
You all have to understand that. You all have to understand that. Making sure people have food is what keeps people from killing you. If you have food and your neighbor doesn't, guess what? You die. That's reality. Am I wrong?
No. Not at all.
That's the thing, man.
It's like The Walking Dead without the zombies. That would happen. Absolutely. In a week.
I hate to say it. I ain't gonna say anything. But I ain't going hungry. I love 200-pound snowplows all day, every day. I ain't the guy you want walking through your fucking front door. I promise you that. I barely feel pain. I barely feel anything. I ain't the guy you want walking through your door. I don't know what else to tell you.
It's been a long time since I've had this stuff.
The peach is good, isn't it?
It is good.
Shit slides right down.
I'm getting very hot.
Yeah. Huh. I'm feeling sugared out, man. Like I don't think I can drink a whole lot more.
I think once this is done, I'm done. Honestly.
I don't even think I can finish that. I mean, I'm feeling sugared out. I keep grabbing my water because
there is a lot of sugar in
It's
there.
good, but it is very sugary.
So, I guess before we wrap this up, we're not going anywhere. You're still going to get the videos.
I think we're just gonna have a little different format.
Yeah, I think we've, kind of evolved a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're jiving with our circumstances a little better. We have very different schedules, and I think it's taken a little bit of time. I mean, we just launched into it like, man, we both wanted to do this.
Yeah, we're like, let's do a video on
Fuck it, you know?
Coleman's English mustard.
Yeah, screw it.
That was...
And it was you know what? It was a good time. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Every video we've done has been a good time. I'm not going to lie. I've enjoyed every video we've done. I will tell you that.
Oh,
but...
yeah.
Sometimes, all of a sudden, like a pressure started building because it was like we got to do so many videos, and I was like, shit, man, I got to work and this and that.
It got to a point where it wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
just
like
became,
it was at the beginning.
Exactly, it became non-conducive to like actually like. Our friendship, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of felt like we were just going through the motions.
Yeah. Like we weren't just hanging out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I like to just hang out and have a good time, and that's what makes the videos good, I think, anyway.
Right. And I care about views, yeah. Of course, I want it.
I want them to climb, and I want you all to send me like $100 million.
Right, but I don't want the videos to change from like the beginning. As
I
far
don't
as
either.
the fun level.
I agree with you. I don't. You know what? I don't either, and I just think things got fucked up a little bit because there was a lot of pressure there too. And we got to put out this many videos, and we got to do this schedule.
And honestly, I don't want to be. I'm not going to drop names, but some of these mega channels, I don't want to be like that. I don't want that to be.
Fuck them.
My full-time job and have to put out an A+ video every day.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not what
I like our videos, man. I mean, honestly, I like our videos. I think we're doing the real deal.
Yeah, sometimes
you either appreciate that or you don't.
Sometimes we do crazy shit like Scorpion. Sometimes we do Oreos. I mean, it's just what we got in front of us that day.
You guys want us to do something different? Send us $100 million.
Right. But yeah,
whatever.
I mean, we don't have to do crazy shit every time. I'm happy doing Oreos.
I am too.
Or peach crown royal or whatever.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. No, I think the main thing is, I think moving forward, I think we're really trying to structure ourselves a little bit different. You know what? We have to keep ourselves in mind here too.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the main thing.
You know, I really do enjoy this, but this is not my entire life.
Exactly.
And I don't
I
want
got
it to
other
be.
things I need to have done because
Right.
that's just how it is.
Right.
And I know you're that way too. You got other things going on in your life. This isn't the only thing you have going on in your life.
Yeah.
And this could very easily become a full-time job.
Oh, yeah.
But
sure.
I don't know if that's what I want.
I don't think I would
But
be
I
happy.
think it's a good freaking time. And I think a part-time job, you know what? I think it's hanging out and doing our thing and frickin', you know, whatever, man. Just throw it up there. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Nope,
I'm having a good time doing it.
I like it.
I mean, the main thing to me is when it comes to these foods, I've said this and you've said it, we both said it a million times. You don't know till you try it. How many products have we found that we were like, whoa, I would have never expected this, and suddenly this product is now a top 10. I'm never going to let it go. It's always going to be in my life forever. I love this product.
I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it one more time. Bimbo toast.
God, it's out of control.
Something as simple and as stupid.
Stupid.
As
It's so stupid.
A pre-toasted piece of bread.
That's what I'm saying.
In a bag.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
That's what I'm saying.
You
got to get out of your comfort zone. And that's the whole reason we're doing this anyway.
We did today.
To push it. Push the boundary.
A friend of mine told me about the chili and the cinnamon
That's out of
rolls.
control, man.
And I looked at him and I'm like, you are the dumbest mother in the world. There is no way.
That was
No freaking way.
amazing.
And totally blew my mind. Seriously.
We've had a couple things like that.
And I never would have tried that before.
No.
Ever.
No.
If before
Why
doing
would you
this,
do that?
if he would have put that in front of me, I would have said, yeah, give me the cornbread. You know, why are you putting a cinnamon roll?
Look, I got to tell you, I consider you a real solid friend. I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy doing the videos. I will also say this. Put that shit aside. There's something to be said for pushing your boundaries.
Oh, getting out of your comfort zone.
Getting out of your comfort zone, exactly. And you know what? Cat food doesn't taste good. We know that now. Dog food
Okay.
sometimes tastes better than human food. We know that now. I mean, you don't live forever. You only live once. You kind of gotta just get it done. You know.
You don't know till you try.
That's
what
the
it comes,
deal.
That's what it
I
comes
mean,
down to.
I don't know what else to say.
You know, there's things that we don't like, but I tried it. I wouldn't try it. I would never eat the cat food again. But I know now. I didn't know before. I had an idea.
And I think we've been solid in all of our reviews.
Well, I try to be as
I think
close as I
we have
can
been.
be.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, man, I'm like starting to sweat and get
Oh.
weird.
Me too.
Oh shit.
I think it's when I finish this. I think that's. Show them that cotton candy quick. That's insane to me.
Oh, holy heck. So, if all of you have been watching, we did try this before.
And there
It was full.
It was
It
full.
was full.
And now it's freeze dried.
Which brings up an interesting point. In the future, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We have some good things planned.
We
Some
got
different things.
Yes, we do. Actually,
Not the same old crap.
No.
Same old shit.
we got some freeze dried stuff. We got somebody Somebody close to me who has actually owns a freeze dryer, and he's working on getting some things set up for us. We got some different things. I mean, we got some stuff coming up. We're kind of just gonna crank some videos out because we got to take care of ourselves. I mean, that's the deal, guys. We got to take care of ourselves. We need to do this fast. I think we need to focus on us a little bit and get healthy.
Yeah. But one thing for sure, the tin fish videos are not going to stop.
No, forget about that. I love tin fish.
I am amazed at what we've tried so far.
I love tin fish. It's crazy.
But, no, I mean, I still want to do this, and I want to do it right, and I want to be, 100% honest and genuine.
Well, and I think us getting ourselves clear and solid, especially me. I've been struggling.
Well, we both have issues.
And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to say it again. I don't know. It is what it is. My birthday is in 2 days. Look for it. I will start posting a TikTok. I mean, I promise I will start posting a TikTok every day. I've been posting some TikToks. But I will start being daily accountable on there. And let's jive. Let's get together. Let's talk about what we got going on. And maybe, you know what? Maybe you guys can help me get through it a little bit. Because this is going to be hard for me.
I just had an idea. Why don't we, on Fridays, every Friday during this fast, let's do a little after hours and give an update on how we're doing on the week.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it all together, and once it's done, we'll post it all.
Yeah, that sounds
and
good to
then
me.
the people can see, day 2, week 7, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And they can do all that too.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
I am sweating. I'm feeling sick.
We got some more cat food over there.
I think I'm ready to check her out, man. I mean, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Catch
you on the next one.
All right. Peace out.
Later.